can you explain how much money a POS system can save you per year when just a small, medium-sized store can inventory and track manually is fairly easy? I'm trying to justify the huge expense of equipment, but also I have to hire someone to physically train and set it up as we're just staffed to handle current workload. Plus, I bet whatever I buy today will be outdated in 3 to 5 years, so I have to know I'll save way more money than the expense in 3 to 5 years. Well, Lori, you're not going to like this answer either. If you could take all of the markdowns you had to do by how much you paid, including your freight and dating, and how long it waited there, you could add that up. If you could look at the direct correlation between your marketing and what went out the door, you could look that up. However, you don't have that information. So saying you're going to somehow magically know how much it's going to save you, look, the reality is, a long time ago, my brand is, I think we're about 30 years old this year. I know, and I seem so young. And a long time ago, I said, I'm going to pay a hell lot more for my website than I'm ever going to listen to conventional wisdom. I have redone my website probably 3 times at probably as much as you would pay for a car, or maybe more than a car. And you know why? Because that's my image. Am I sitting here saying like, well, how is that going to play out? Yeah, I get it. You could nickel and dime yourself to death and then say, oh, it doesn't make sense. Or you could understand that knowledge is power. And why do so many small businesses say small? Because they don't understand data. Data is everything. The more I know about my customer, the more I know what they click on, the more I understand what the correlation between what I put on sale and what isn't, the more I understand where that premium love is, then the more I can do better with it. But without it, you are flying blind, Lori. You are telling yourself, I don't need it. Meanwhile, you probably have half your inventory out of date that should have had a price change that didn't update automatically because you didn't have an update POS system. And then to say, and it'll probably be obsolete in 3 to 5 years, which is why you don't buy that kind of a system. Modern POS systems update themselves regularly in iCloud or something like that. And I encourage you to check out my post, something like 48 things to know about buying a POS system. And again, my goal is not to be your best buddy here. My goal is to tell you the things that you're not telling each other. My goal is to, I've gone to association meetings where the keynote is someone talking about how we just have to have a positive mind state. Or I have somebody else who would say, oh, retail's dying. Why do those people get airtime? It's hard work being a retailer. It always has been. If you want to succeed, you're going to have to drop everything. That means you're going to work late. You're going to work harder than you ever thought you were going to have to. Nobody gave you, just because you open the door doesn't mean you suddenly get to reap the benefits. But you know what? On the other side, if you are in for retail, it's an awesome place to play. And I encourage you, I'm going to put in here the link to my podcast, but you should actually go hear Brian, or you should actually go hear Tony and hear what these entrepreneurs are saying and not listen to this other stuff of, well, I tried a POS system one time and, it cost me so much money. At the end of the day, we're about as successful as we make our mind up to be.